SAMU can make the architecture of the enterprise to appear sexy and easy to comprehend. In this video, I will show you how. The content of SAMU is basically the entire architecture graph of the enterprise. The nodes of the graph are the objects in SAMU, and the edges are the relationships among them. This object and relationship structure is not hard-coded in the tool, but you are free to change those in the meta-modeling section. SAMU is able to visualize any particular segment of this graph based on user-defined queries. This also means that if you change the architecture graph, so the data, it's going to appear immediately on all architecture diagrams. To be more expressive, you can also define displaying rules. A simple rule could be which symbol represents which object type. Let's see how to navigate on a diagram. As said, the content of each report comes from the database dynamically. By visualizing the graph, dependencies among architecture components become apparent, especially on complex diagrams. Each diagram shows different slices of the architecture from a user-defined perspective. If I need to know more about an object, like this application, I can view its datasheet. Or I can drill down to see how this application fits into the overall architecture landscape. SAMU generated another diagram from a different perspective. It focuses on the dependencies of the selected app and hides everything else. You can find the toolbar on the left side. The diagram can be handled easily. Drag the canvas. Zoom in and out with the scroll wheel of your mouse. Move the symbols and lines. Left-click opens a quick menu. The right-click opens a context menu with more options. The context menu will contain different actions for objects, relationships, and the canvas. It is common, of course, to have many components on the diagram. In these situations, you can use the highlighting function to search for a particular component or highlight a set of components based on their attributes. Like I'm highlighting where the data entity called customer personal data is processed or transferred. SAMU automatically arranges the diagram layout, but you can override it. With this button, you can always run the layout algorithm. The auto arrangement does not query the database again. It is possible that while you work on a diagram, data is changed by someone else or by automatic feeds. The refresh button runs the query too. Note that upon opening the diagram, it will always run the data query. If you need it for some reason, you can export the diagram in multiple offline formats.